Today we're going to use Claude Code to design our personal site on Figma. Wait, no, not Figma. We're actually going to be using a different tool, one that is built specifically for AI agents, and it's called Paper. And many designers are telling me that they're switching from Figma to Paper because it's easier to use with AI agents like Claude Code and OpenClaw. So in this video, we're going to download Paper, then we're going to connect Paper to Claude Code, then we're going to use Claude Code to design our site. Then we're going to turn that site into an actual web page that I will use and put on the internet. And so this channel is all about using AI agents to run your business effectively. And if you like these types of videos, I make them multiple times per week, so consider subscribing. Let's dive into the video. Okay, so in order to do this workflow, we're going to need two tools. We're going to need Claude Code, and we are also going to need Paper. This can be found on paper.design. Go to paper.design. We're going to download Paper. This will trigger a download. Select this right here. We're going to drag Paper into the applications, right? We're going to type in Paper open. Now we have Paper open on our desktop. And when you first come to Paper, you're going to be met with this. This will look a lot like Figma if you're used to Figma. And so in order to control Paper, I'm going to go ahead and open up Cursor. And so I'm going to hit Command-Shift-N to create a new project. And I'm going to just hit Open Project. We're going to hit New Folder. I'm going to call this Control Paper. By the way, I like to use Claude Code within Cursor. It's just what I'm used to. I don't know if it's the best way to do it, but I just open up a terminal in Cursor. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go Claude in the terminal. I'm in the terminal, space, -- dangerously skip permissions. And we're going to use high effort. So I just open Claude Code. We're using bypass permissions mode. And I'm going to say, okay, I want you to search the internet and figure out how to set up Paper.design's MCP server so you can control my Paper design and create and edit designs. Do the full process. Do not ask me. When you are done, I expect you to let me know if you can control the board that I'm currently looking at in Paper and add simple text that says hello. Yeah, so it should be able to see this. I'm just going to run this prompt. So I told it to go ahead and set up the MCP server. If you don't know what that is, don't worry about it. Claude Code knows what it is. It's basically going to establish a connection between Claude Code and Paper.design, which we have open. So it should be able to read this and see it. Okay, here it says Paper is installed. MCP is running on port 29979, responding with 404. Okay, so it looks like it's failing. Let's see if it figures it out. Okay, I forgot that once it sets up an MCP server, it can't use it until you reset. So I'm just gonna hit, I think I just go clear/new. And I'm going to say, can you add hello to my Paper board? Okay, so it says done. I've added a new artboard that says hello with the text hello centered on it. Let's go to Paper. Boom, there you go. And just to say, change it to hello, I'm Claude. And we can just wait for it to be updated. Boom, there you go. Hello, I'm Claude. So I'm just going to say, please remove everything on this page. Let's start from scratch. I am going to design a personal site. It's gonna be awesome, but clear it all. And now it should clear everything. And boom, there you go. All right, so this is the site that I want to create. So I saw this on Twitter and I really like this design. So this will be an inspiration. My idea is just, so this is just a personal page about my agent team. So my team of OpenClaw agents. And so the left panel will be a list of my OpenClaw agents. The right side will be info about these agents. Each agent will have info on the right side that matches this second image. So this image right here is just to show what I want included on this side of the page. And then the left side, I'll include this. The left side of the page should be a list of agents, left panel. Okay. So now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to basically, I just kind of wrote this out. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go back to Cursor. I'm going to say, okay, I just put all the info there. Please create the design based on what I wrote and use the two images as input, because one is a design that I want you to emulate. The other shows what info I want for each agent. Quick break to talk about vibecode.dev, which is the easiest way to build a professional mobile app and get it on the App Store 100% with AI. Here's an app that I created that actually allows me to talk to my OpenClaw. And I created this app in about 30 minutes using vibecode.dev. I can also use this design tool, so I can literally select an element. Let's say I wanted to make this a different color. We could just select this, and we could also select this right here, and we could say, please make these darker. While that's running, I can literally add any API. So any popular AI tool that you might want to add to your application, you can just come here and you can select Nano Banana. Please implement Nano Banana, and we can queue up this prompt. In one click, you can add a database. You can even add payments and integrate it directly into RevenueCat. And when you're done, you can hit deploy, and you can deploy it to the App Store in just a few clicks. All you have to do is connect your Apple developer account, and it'll ship it directly to the App Store. You can try this right now at vibecode.dev. Let's get back to the video. So it should know what to do. So it should just go look at paper. You can see what it does in real time. Look at this. You can see that it's kind of reading both of these. That's what I really like about this MCP server, is it animates when it's using stuff. And so let's see how it does here. Okay, so it created this up here, which kind of matches this styling right here. Let's see what else it creates. YouTube agent, social media agent, research agent, content writer, code assistant. This is pretty crazy. Oh, wow. This is crazy. This is exactly what I was going for. Yep. Oh, what's this? Goals. Oh, let's go. This is insane. Oh my God. This is really cool. Please create another exact copy of this, except use the font Instrument Sans for both headers and bodies. Please download the font if you don't have access to it. Put it right next to the current version we have. Okay, looks like it created this version right here. I think I like this font a little bit more. This is really cool. Now create a new version to the right that above the agents, it has a new section called Learn, which has a page called What is OpenClaw? And this is a learning page that talks about what OpenClaw is. Make it visual, and it should show up on the right. Here it is. It's creating this new page. It's adding my agents. Wow. This is crazy, man. So sick. So easy to use. AI generated design, huh? It's pretty fun. All right. Wow. This is looking good. Okay, so now what I want to do, please make the learning lessons simple bullets. And the agents, please use better icons for this that match. Like for social media, basically make those logos better. Okay, then I just added this follow-up. Then I want you to iterate on the OpenClaw Agents 2 board. I want you to create a new, cooler way to show skills that are less text-heavy and make 3 versions of this, full board showing different options. And so we can zoom out and wait for it to kind of continue working on this. Okay, here they are. So here are the 3 that they're working on. Right here, it's kind of working on, okay, it's using all of these at once. Okay, so just remove the skills. Let's see what it does here. Okay, this is pretty cool. Skills, thumbnail generator, Gemini API, SERP API, Supa, Kala, and Google Workspace. Actually, this is pretty cool. Oh, so this is a new version. This is another possible version that we could do. It's too similar to this side panel in my opinion. I like these a little bit more. Okay, here it has this bar. I don't know what these bars are for, but I do like it. These are all good options. So I think I like V1, so we can just tell it that. I like V1. Let's go ahead and move V1 down. I want to iterate on this design. can you please add the learn section on this one, right? It doesn't have this learn section from this one that we did earlier. And now it's working. There we go. It added the learn, and now it's adding the agents back again. This looks pretty good. Now, can you add a settings module that will pop up when I click on the thing on the right? And there should be an enable edit mode, which has a password so that the admin can edit the data on the site and add new agents. Wait, I'm going to stop this real quick. I want this to be a new page to the right of this one, like a new board. Okay, here we go. Settings modal. This is awesome. This is actually so cool. I'm pretty blown away by this. Oh yeah. Okay. Ooh, there it is. This is looking pretty good. Password to, oh wow, this is fire. Oh, so it added this dark mode, notifications. Let's be disciplined here. We don't need dark mode on the first mode. We don't need those other options. It should not say Riley Brown. It should say settings, because there is no sign in, only password for edit mode. Edit this on both of the two previous boards, right? So it should edit both of these. It should just say settings. Here, it already edited it here. It should add it here as well. There we go. I'm just gonna say make it a settings icon instead of R. And this is looking pretty good. So now we're gonna go to a new chat, and I'm gonna say, okay, I like the 3 designs that remain. These are the ones I want to use to build a site. Please use them and build the full website with these designs. Don't add the edit mode, just create the front end and all the agent info, etc. Okay, so let's see how this works. I've actually never tried this before, but I'm pretty sure you can do this. Okay, so you can see here that it's reading these pages, right? These are the 3 designs that we're using. It's a pretty simple website. Let's see if this works. Okay, it looks like it's done. We have this app folder. So it looks like it turned it into a React app. We can go to commit. Here it is. It's open here on localhost 5173. You can see here we have the remote setup, and everything looks like it's pretty damn close to the spec. If we go back to paper, we can see here it looks pretty similar. And there you go. We basically used Claude Code. I did it in Cursor. And we were able to create designs on paper, just like this. We iterated, we found a style that we liked, and then we turned it into a React app. And I think the last step would be, please, can you push this to GitHub and Vercel using the CLI? And what I like to do, I like to go to GitHub. I'm going to create a new repository. I'll just make this public. This will just be landing page design test, yes, test. We can create a repository on GitHub. Let me make sure we put my name right here. We're going to copy this. Now what we're going to do is we're going to go back to Cursor, say, here is the repo, use this, then push to Vercel, give me public link. And this will actually put it on the internet where we can then add a custom domain. And this is kind of the final step. So we'll wait for this to finish. And here it looks like it's done. If we click on this link, we should see that the repo has everything in it. And we should be able, if we go back to Cursor, we should have a public link open. Let's see. Bang. There we go. This is on the internet. You can go to this site. This is the design that we created. And yeah, we designed this with Claude Code, and we use Claude Code to easily create a site and put it on the internet using Vercel. And that's it. You know, this was actually the second time that I ever used this tool. So I'm going to play around with this, and I'll probably make a much more in-depth guide in the next few weeks. I may actually use OpenClaw and include other skills like being able to scrape the internet and add images directly into it, automatically scrape company logos if you want to generate like reports, like business reports using paper. There's a lot of fun things that are coming to my head. This is kind of a video showing the basics. I'm going to get a lot better at using this tool, and I'll make another video. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you here in the next video.